Good evening. Good evening. Listen, hey. Before you started with me, rest assured, we okay today. Um, let's see. First of all, let me make sure you guys can see me here. Can you guys see me there? Can you guys see me? Okay. Put a one in the chat if you can see and hear me. We have a very special guest join. We actually have, we have two people joining us tonight, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me, hear the sound of my voice. I've been out of the loop for a couple of days, but I'm back. And yes, it's going down tonight. We getting some things. And this time we bringing some experts along. Well, we actually had an expert last time, but we bring some people really closely connected with one or two of the people that we're going to be talking about tonight. But I want to make sure everyone's in here tonight. Tonight is a special night because my guest, not my host, but my guest is a television producer, a entertainment manager, as well as a veteran in hip hop. And hopefully you guys can guess who that would be. I want you guys to type the name of the person you think is joining us tonight. And I'll give you a hint. She's connected to Nicki Minaj. That's all I can say. She's connected to Nicki Minaj. Who do you got? Well, you guys figure that out. But meanwhile, I want to bring in my co-host, the incredible Thelma Anderson, attorney Thelma Anderson. You know her. You see her. Don't start no mess with her tonight because she's ready. She is ready. I know you're going to be, having some fun, but be nice to her tonight, please. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to attorney Thelma Anderson.
I'm here for. I want
all the smoke.
All the smoke.
All the smoke. Before you can get all the smoke, you gotta make sure that internet's popping. That internet, make sure you turn that dial up off and put that speed on because we're gonna, this is gonna be a fast-paced show tonight, a very fast-paced show. As you know, we're talking about a series of things. I don't know, where should we start? Where should we start at? I have an idea, but I don't know. I know I have to bring my guest on in 7 minutes, so I guess we can. The Joe Budden is an interesting piece, very interesting piece. But let's go. Let's talk about Joe Budden and Drea Michelle, since it may fall into the realm of a legal conundrum for Joe. Let's talk about it. You know the story very well.
So we are in an era of policing people's age and who they date. So everyone who isn't aware, Draya has been alleged to be dating this 21-year-old basketball player, Jalen, who plays for the Rockets. And that story broke sometime last year. Well, rumor is that she's pregnant. So the internet has been in shambles. Like, how dare this 39-year-old woman be with a 21-year-old? And Joe Budden decided to address it on his podcast as if they didn't make defamatory statements against Mace and what's his name?
When you say they, you talking about Melissa?
The collective. Because they'll get sued together, not apart.
Not the collective.
The collective. So you would think that they would want to pay attention to some of the words that they're using because they had a taste of it on an appetizer with Mason Cameron. No. So today, Joe decided that he was going to call Draya a predator.
What? Not a predator. No, he didn't say that. Yes. Did he say that?
He called her a predator.
Okay. And well, we got a clip. We have the clip.
Yeah.
Should we play the clip now?
We should play the clip.
Let's go.
In a few years, he'll be making $300 million.
Okay, so
he's gonna
anything. So yeah, I mean, no, this is a tizzy.
Okay.
This is tizzy. Everyone's talking about it and whatnot.
What do you think about all of it?
What's his contract?
Oh,
He's gonna be.
I'm asking.
He's gonna be.
I'm asking
In
for
a few
reason.
years, he'll be making $300 million.
Okay, so
He's gonna max out. He's gonna be one of the max guys.
okay, and so in no way, shape, or form do you guys think that he has any choice in who he dates, who he fucks?
and cool, if you want to fuck a 21-year-old, cool. But now you got a baby by a 21-year-old, you are a predator. And I said this last year, yo. It's a lot of women in their 40s. I can't believe that you won't speak to this.
She don't think it's predatory.
No, she pandering because she don't want to alienate herself from a woman audience the same way that there's too many horror stories of athletes losing everything that they ever had because they're not insulated, because there are no barriers, because there's nobody
financially and as far as socially.
Well, hold on. But before we address what Joe said, how do we know for a fact that one, she's pregnant, and two, that they're actually a couple?
Allegedly, it has been confirmed that they're a couple. It has not because she attends his games. But it has not been confirmed that she's pregnant. It's just an allegation.
Okay.
So I haven't seen any pictures. I know influencers, what they do when they find out that they're pregnant, they take a bulk of pictures so they can post them over the month so people won't assume that they are pregnant or with child, so they can hold it back from the public. So
so he's 21, he's legal. I think Drea is about 42,
39.
Okay, she's 39. She's been 39 for a long time. But anyway,
No, she has.
Okay, so she's 39. He's 20. He's 21. Okay, that's a big variance there. I mean, that's that's kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't be cool with my son, who's 22, dating a 39-year. I would be cool with that. I would.
It ain't for you to be cool with.
No, well, I'm telling you how I feel. And my mother wasn't cool with me dating an older woman either.
It's okay not to be cool with it, but to call a woman or someone a predator is very defamatory on so many levels, because predators are associated with criminals, individuals who sexually assault women or men or sexually assault children. They are the individuals that have the stigma of being a predator because they have been criminally convicted, as well as having to register as a sex offender for however long their state requires or mandates. So when you call someone a predator who is having consensual sex with an adult, you are crossing the line because you don't like the age gap.
So
you don't get, huh?
I was going to say, so what do you think Dre should do about what he said? You're an attorney. How would you deal with something like this?
Oh, we filing a lawsuit. First of all, we are filing a notice to have that whole interview removed. We're going to collect all the data for how many streams, how many people shared it. We're going to collect all of that. We're going to make sure that we preserve that information, so that when we do file a lawsuit, because this is what will be considered slander, when you publicly, vocally say something that is defamatory that you cannot prove any truth to, we're filing a lawsuit. And that's where she can file a lawsuit, because he said something that was slanderous on a public domain. She is a public figure, so is he. And he should have known, by using that kind of word against someone that has not been criminally convicted of a crime and is having consensual sex or relations with an adult, was going to land him in a hot seat. He should have known.
Let me ask you a question. This may be a dumb question, but I'm asking anyway. Anyway, the word predator, is it in any that particular word? Is that in statutes and law? Is it that actual word? Or they're using it? You know, is it actually something that's written into like penal codes and so forth? Predator, or is it something that happens if you adjudicate it as such? A sex offender would be considered a predator. Another synonymous.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
So the other thing you said about having the video removed, well, we learned from Kevin Hart's attempt to have Tasha K's video removed. It didn't. The judge didn't remove the video. What makes this different than what Tasha K and Kevin Hart is going through as far as the removal part of the video? What makes this thing he said as a public figure and member of the media? What makes this different than their situation?
The difference is the truth is documented. Based off of the information that they were sharing, it was already on a public domain. He himself produced a documentary outlining a lot of the information that was divulged through that particular interview. The difference between that and this is, first of all, he doesn't know if she's pregnant or not. So to allege that she's pregnant and to call her a predator for being pregnant by an individual that is of age, of adult age, and is grown, that's the difference. One has truth to it, the other doesn't.
Still protected under First Amendment, free speech. Still protected under First.
You can say what you want to say, but understand there are legal consequences with the intent behind what you are saying. If you don't know this person to be a predator, you can't call this person a predator. You have when Drea, for example, hypothetically, this case goes to court. If his defense is the truth, he cannot prove that because every man that she's been with has been of adult age.
Okay.
So in order to combat defamation, you got to combat it with the truth.
Right.
He doesn't know this to be true.
Well, isn't this similar to what Melissa Ford said about not Cameron?
Cameron. And that is the reason why, if you saw her body language, you saw how she wasn't hesitant because she didn't want to offend the female audience. She was hesitant because she remembered what she did and how she could not cross that line again.
Okay, so he crossed the line.
He crossed the line. He created that line and he crossed it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, how can he clean this up? Issue an apology? Pretty much, right? Wouldn't you just say
it's too late? I mean, I think it's too late because the damage is there. You don't know when you call someone a predator and you don't pay attention to the ramifications that you are labeling a person who is not a predator. You don't know how many phone calls or deals this person may have lost because of this salacious statement and self-serving statement you wanted to say because you wanted to sell your podcast. 2, you don't know the mental effects that this has caused her. You don't know what it has caused the individual Jalen that you brought into this. You don't know what effects it has on her son that is in school and has a public figure as a mother.
How old is her son?
Not the oldest son, but she has a elementary age son.
Okay, all right.
So you got to look at the totality of the situation when you are making these kind of statements because there is damage to be had.
Okay, so what do you say to the people that I see it so frequently in these comment sections and people who say, oh, he's dating that. You'll see a story of someone dating someone younger, like an older guy dating a younger woman. You'll see comments like, oh, he's a predator. He's a predator. You see that they use the word so much, but it's nothing to suggest that the person's a predator because he's dating someone younger.
Yeah. We know the word predator was formed at the hands of men, not women. And not to say that women are not predators. I know a lot of men who have been preyed on by women as children, have been sexually assaulted and never came forward. And we have all these overgrown, disgusting women that took advantage of little boys walking around free, never to be judged, never to be looked at any different. So it happens on both sides of the aisle. It was just created to identify a man who had done something wrong or what they considered wrong. So we make no mistake, if a woman is a predator and she has done these things, they need to be called out and identified. But when you call someone a predator because you don't like the fact that they're dating someone younger that is of age and they are consenting adults, that's where you cross the line. It is not your business and not your place. Just because you don't like it, don't mean that they don't love it. Right. You cannot like something, but to call someone a word that is linked to criminal behavior, consequences have to come with that.
Facts. We're gonna take we're not gonna leave here, but I have to call in this person real quick and bring her up. Stand by, guys.
I'm entering your studio.
Okay, you're entering. Okay, good. Do I see pop up? Okay, all right. I'm gonna hang up. All right, so they're trying to enter my studio. Do you guys recognize that voice? Do you recognize that voice? Do you recognize that voice?
What case was I working on where?
Absolutely.
There was
Vanderveer. Absolutely. Vanderveer on point. You know one thing about Vanderveer. Don't Vanderveer, you can't get nothing past Vanderveer. Can't get nothing past Vanderveer. So hold on a second, guys. She's entering my studio. Okay, she's in the studio. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend for many years has decided to be on the show with me tonight. And she is one of the biggest power players in hip hop. And I've known her for, God, over 20 years. Without any further ado, I want to bring on Deborah Antney. What's going on, Deb? What's going on?
What's up, Dennis? I'm a hot mess right now.
It's all listen. We know you busy, and I called you the last minute. And one thing I have to say to people, it's never been a time I've called her and she doesn't answer. And how many years have we had this history?
We're not gonna go through all that. It's very long. It's like we're over a decade. We could just say that. Like a decade and a half, or maybe even a little longer than this.
Just long time. Mm-hmm. But Deb, listen, we've been talking. First of all, we were just talking about Drea, Michelle, and Joe Budden and what he said about her. What he said about her on the show. Allegedly she's dating a younger basketball player, supposed to be maybe 21 and she's 39. But he called her.
Who are you talking about? Draya
Michelle. You know Drea Michelle. You know, she was on the video shoot with Waka. You remember? Draya.
Oh yeah, I like Draya.
Yeah, Draya from back. Yeah, you remember, No Hands.
I know Draya. I know Draya is.
Yeah, so
and how old is the basketball player?
Thelma?
21. No, how old is the basketball?
21. 21.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Why is it that it's okay for a man to date a young girl, but if an older woman dates a younger guy, she got to be paying him, she's raping him,
my God.
All of these various things. Explain that to me. That is something, Dennis, that I would like to know. Why is it okay for a man to do it, but it's not okay for a woman? Come on,
Dennis.
We so up in time right now. So much stuff is so acceptable. Why is that not acceptable? I think it's unacceptable because an older man gets upset because he can't complete the tasks and duties that a younger guy complete. Now, if we want to keep it 100, it's not just about the money, but I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you this. There are more women out there that's miserable in that department than that's happy.
Yep.
Okay? But a woman never says nothing. She fakes the funk through the whole thing. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? An old man ain't gonna do nothing but bump, 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 bump. And she know that he can't handle her for real. She can look up a lot longer than he can look down. Still in all. But she's never gonna say anything because guess what? He is paying.
Mm-hmm.
He's paying.
Mm-hmm.
Now I
One
was
way or the
seeing
other.
somebody, hold on, I was seeing somebody younger than me. I've never ever pulled my wallet out with him. Never. Never. He couldn't be there mentally on some of the things that I've experienced. And that was like something big. But
Mhm.
I was the happiest
Mm.
Mm.
that
Mm.
I've been
Mm.
with him. And never asked me for nothing. Not that I'm paying him anyway. Okay? Because that's a far thing. That's just a myth that people have. And they kill me with all these myths, and people stay with all of this stuff and they want to believe that. But
Mm-hmm.
then the funniest thing is that you have not answered that question yet.
No, I'm just listening.
Oh
Okay, so
no,
I'm going to
that should be
stop. I'm
rolling.
going to stop and I'm going to let you go.
No, hold on,
Because
hold
I
on.
want to know.
Okay, so I don't have an issue with it as long as they're consenting adults.
I'm not saying you personally, but we're talking hypothetically because it might not be you, but there's tons of other people that feel differently.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Even women talk crap, but they really mad because they ain't getting it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about no money. This bigger than money because see, there's some other things that can keep you stressed out that you're not getting, and you'll stay stressed, and a whole lot of things will go on with you.
True.
Okay,
I just
that's
think.
major whether people want to talk about it or not. But I
Yeah,
still want to know why. Why is it okay for a man? And that really kind of looks like something to me. Why is it okay for a man and not for a woman? I just want to know that.
again, is it just isolated to people of color? Or do you think it's just all across all? Okay, all
You
I'm
sound
not
bounded.
trying to be funny, but I don't think, and this is like no shade, no disrespect, all right? And I'm far from being prejudiced. I got too many things in my bloodline. White women has been bumping like that for a minute. Because their husbands, it was the myth that white men can't do nothing,
Mm-hmm.
or they're not well endowed, or all these different things that they had to say about white men. So they made us believe that white women, you know, it's just a lot. I mean, white
Mhm,
men, they
mhm.
made us think that all of these various things. You know what I'm saying?
So what? So how do we? I don't know if we're going to even balance that situation out. I think that
You can't
it's
even
just
answer that question.
no, I can't because it's something that it's been so um socially unacceptable that no one's really spoke out about it. And why hasn't
But
women
people
spoke out
be
about
fearing. Here's the thing, and this is why you think that I say it, okay? And they'll say, "Oh, she don't know what to say." I know what to say out my goddamn mouth. You just wish you could say it. You understand what I'm saying? That's all. You just wish you could say it.
right, right, right,
But
right. Especially with this
eh,
cancel culture,
yeah,
you know.
first off, the cancel culture thing I don't get because who is God?
Mm.
Like, where do they come in that they can cancel people? Like, that's a big thing for me. What decisions make them be able to do these things to people? Who are you that you're going to tell me you're going to cancel me? It only goes that way when people need to agree with you for some
Mm-hmm.
people to knock them off the way so that they have no more power and stuff like that. It's like the cancel culture of what they did is canceling our culture by everybody letting that RICO law come back on R. Kelly, and now the RICO law is hitting everybody. Bad decision. I said that then, and I'll say it now. That was a bad decision for our people to be the biggest ones to go against him when everybody knew that this shit was going on.
Right.
Far before any of this.
Before the internet.
They knew that this shit was going on.
Right.
But when you agreed to that RICO law, that's where you messed up at. Because now look at all the stuff that's happening to people.
The block is spinning many blocks.
Yeah.
You know, the law spinning many blocks. Many people catch it. Like, I'm not even going to mention that. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention how many strays
when you went against him, you allowed them to come back in with something that hurt us for a long time, to destroy our families for a long time. Okay? I don't get why some things, this year I said some things I'm going to leave alone because it ain't my business. And it's like, there's so many times that I be wanting to chime into different things and go into so much stuff, but for what reason? You're not where I'm at. You're just not there, and your logic of thinking is just unreal. And I tell people this, and I say this all the time, and they don't get it. The game will never change. The only thing that changes is the game is players. That's it. And then a player rename it something else. But this shit been there forever. And I remember when I was younger, people used to say shit to me, and I'd be like, you old ass motherfucker, you don't even know what's going on. You feel me? That's where I was. But everything they told me came back.
Came back.
It came back, and it was real. And I really started dealing with all this stuff. And I'm like, Dad. And then when I say something, they'll be like, oh, no, that ain't how we do it no more. We don't do it like this no more. It's the same damn thing.
So, as you were raising your sons, what type of conversations you would have with them to kind of warn them against getting caught, getting caught in a trick bag, of false accusations? How did you tell your sons how to protect themselves?
I'm honestly, I really wasn't keeping it 100 with you. I really wasn't there like that because we really wasn't going through all that stuff. Like, I came from a very dark time, but it's a lot of stuff we wasn't going through. Not like people going through this shit today.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't. It was so far different. It was pathetic. It was nothing like what's going on now. People weren't like this. When I look at people okay to put it on there that they telling on people and digging up stuff and going through all this stuff, I don't care when it is. In my days, the police would put you in the middle of the street when they got finished with you. And let everybody know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm cut from different cloths, so there's still things today that I can't deal with. That's very hard for me to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Which I know that there's tons of people that would have never been able to live my life. They wouldn't last.
Never.
They wouldn't have last. They would not have been able to deal with this. And for me, it's very hard for me to deal with a lot of stuff. It's even though I love this industry, I love it to death. But honestly, it's difficult for me to deal with this stuff. It's difficult for me to deal with people the way that they are. The hating, the everything it is that they do is difficult for me. I can't handle that stuff. I just can't. If I don't like you, I just don't like you. And I'm going to stay away from you.
Right.
That's it. I'm not going to go around here and make you a topic to my subjects.
Right.
That's not happening. That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to make you a topic.
When you see people that you've mentored, helped along the way, and you have connections to a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
How, I want to address the elephant in the room. Last couple of
you going
days.
somewhere. I was getting ready to say you going somewhere with this shit. But go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Two well-known female rappers have engaged in, it's been on wax, going back and forth with each other, and with we know hip hop. It's always who get the better up on the other person on wax, but
Mm-hmm.
when you see captions like this, you see stuff like this, it takes it to a different level, if you ask me.
What they say, Megan Thee Stallion's mom cemetery? Holly Cemetery?
Right.
Holly's grave?
Yes. So this was reported on TMZ yesterday. So, and it's been trending on social media. So apparently, not that Nicki had anything to do with this, but the fans have doxed a gravesite. Now, this is crazy.
They did what?
Doxed or found the address where Megan's mother is buried. For whatever reason, they put it out on social media.
Now that's sick.
It's crazy. I mean, and you
allegedly though, right? Allegedly.
Alleged. Well, no. It was on the internet. It's not alleged. It's on the internet.
But how do they know that was Nicki's Bob's?
That part is that's a good question.
How do they know that?
Right.
Is that an assumption?
Yeah.
Dama?
Is that an assumption?
It's an assumption.
Okay. So
well,
let me tell you this. Everybody has to make news. Okay. It ain't even really about the people as much as it is about fake ass journalists that are not real. Journalists have to swear under oath that they'll report. Real journalists. Not people that want to take up something and get followers and make headlines and start making assumptions of everything. I think it's disgusting that you blame me for something somebody else do. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
She herself is not, and I know Holly. Okay, Megan's mother. I loved her to death. She very, very cool woman. Very cool. But I love Nicki to death too. You understand? But I know Nicki didn't tell no Barbs to go to that cemetery and do that to that shit. She ain't gonna do that.
Right.
She might talk shit, might do all that, but she didn't do that.
Right.
So why do they have to put the headlines Nicki's Barbs? But how do you know it was Nicki's Barbs? Who did you catch? How do you know it was somebody that didn't like Megan?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it just have to be Nicki? Because see, once upon a time, this is the thing that's so funny to me. That's why I don't get into all this and read all this shit. They hated Megan because of Tory Lanez.
Right.
Now it's this part, it's a 50-50 shit with them. I ain't really seen all the stuff, but I've been just like telling with Nicki and her.
Right.
And this has nothing to do with my feelings for Nicki. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay? But you can't blame her for this shit. And you can't blame the Barbs for this. Did you catch her?
You said, did you catch us?
Is anybody factual? Is there any facts there?
Did you say, did you catch us?
Catch us what?
Did you just say, did you catch us? Did you just say,
not
did you?
us. No, did I say that? I'm not a Barb. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just Deborah. I don't get into all that.
I'm going to say, we have two on right now.
I don't care who's on here. I don't give a damn. I said it once, I can say it twice. But this is what I'm saying.
I'm talking about Attorney Thelma's here. I call her Barb.
Okay. Well, unless you factually, not allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
not allegedly, and I love Harvey too, but TMZ went to the roof when they started doing our news.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the real drama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's where the real shit is, and we not gonna back each other. I hate all this beefing with these women, period. Ain't none of them the same people.
In real life.
You don't see every week they pushing guys to fight against each other. I ain't seen no guys get on stage naked. I ain't seen none of that other shit. Okay? But we do it. And they all piss me off. I don't care about whoever want to go do whatever they want to do to their body, because I want to go too. I lost a lot of weight, so I got skin, I got stuff places, but I don't want enhancements. I don't need all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people's overdoing it, but the whole thing women are doing to themselves, period. Do you know how hard we fought? Do you know what I feel like as a woman fighting this battle in this industry and not having no man behind me and doing this? And everything that I goddamn went through? Because we not counted.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not counted because of all these reasons. I respect, but I don't accept. Because some of us work very hard at what we do. And
Yeah.
how well people want to accuse people and have so much negativity to say about an individual. I've seen a person out there that's innocent. Some people got a cemetery, and excuse me for saying it like that, because of what we're talking about. And some people got skeletons. I got both.
Mm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I ain't never tried to be perfect. I'm not happy even going left field. I'm not happy about what Taraji's going through, but I'm happy she's letting it be known that we still have to work hard and we not rich, regardless to whoever it is, because people out there seem to think because people have this, and that, or celebrities don't have feelings or they don't go through anything, and society made a lot of this stuff be just the way it is. And unfortunately, people get off on this.
Yeah.
And they think everybody's rich. If I'm in Walmart, somebody say, Miss Dad, what you doing in Walmart? I said, what you doing in Walmart? But sometimes I say it differently because it pisses me off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit didn't change. It didn't change. I work every day. You have to hustle every day.
Every day.
The day you become comfortable is over. Look at all these celebrities out there riding around in Bentleys and ghosts and all that shit and don't own a home. The hell what you seeing on TV tell lies to your vision. So TV to reality TV, people fronting and don't have their own homes. Can't pay rent, can't pay bills, beefing, fighting, all of this shit. For what reason? For what reason? There's so many more things that we should focus on and concentrate on other than this. But whoever touched Holly's grave need to get theirs. Now, she was a beautiful woman. I knew Megan's mother. I knew Holly. Me and Holly used to talk all the time. Even before Megan became who she is. And Holly used to then say that that was her daughter, not out of embarrassment. And I remember when I told her, put some clothes on that girl, or don't let her do that. And then she said, Deb, you know that's my daughter. She broke down one day and told me that that was her daughter. And I said even worse.
Mm.
But It's like for us as women, we've been fighting for a long time. They
Yeah.
just depleted us. Look what Eve did. You know that's your weapon. That's your weapon. All of this stuff that everybody going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They like this person one day, like that person next day. You do one thing and you the bomb, and you the bomb, and you the bomb. They couldn't stand it. They was trying to cancel Megan out.
Right.
Cancel her. Now they her friend.
What would you say to Megan right now in dealing with this? Megan in particular right now with, knowing she lost her mother, knowing that she just came off of dealing with this whole Tory situation. What would you say to her to uh, help her keep focused?
It's better ways to sell records,
Hmm.
and that's real. And then it's like at the end of the day, you have to learn to choose your battles wisely.
Yes.
And regardless of what's going on, and not with all due respect, she's not a mate for Nicki. With all due respect, she's in the wrong lane. Wrong lane. And that's
Dennis,
just
didn't I say this the other day?
that's the wrong lane, boo. You can't go there. You can't bring up past shit. Every time somebody want to bring up some shit, they want to throw Kim in there.
Mm-hmm.
They want to throw her in there. Now, I factually know she had gave that girl respect because one thing about it, two things for sure, I don't play that shit. I don't fight against women. I just say, I'm just not fucking with you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We done. But see, in order to cast somebody to the hell, you got to be there with them. And ain't nobody out here worth that for me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worth me doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not battling against no woman because ain't shit you got that I can't get.
Absolutely.
So that ain't never, ever been my thing that I felt that I had to go up against any other woman. I am my sister's keeper, whether they want to think that or not. They can say anything they want to say about me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people say. Once upon a time, it bothered me. One reason is there's some things I know I ain't about, and I know the cloth I'm cut for. And another reason, some of y'all don't believe, you don't deserve to breathe the air that I breathe. But I have to thank God for where he placed me at today. I just have to thank him and give it to him. He'll deal with it in his time. It ain't in your time, it's the right time. And I can sit back today and look at a lot of people with a lot of stuff, and I'm still moving. And you don't even know it. You have so many things to say, but you don't really know it. Older women disrespecting these young girls, I think that's disgusting. And sometimes I'll be wanting to get in it. I really do, because I can't stomach it. It just irritates the crap out of me with your old ass messing with these young ass girls. Stay in your lane. They have nobody to look up to. Who do they get to look up to?
Right. So to your point, when you see, and I'm not putting no names on it right now, but you got an idea. You see these young girls trying to get into hip hop, and they look to the generation before them who've paved the way, but then when you see them beefing with the young kids, I mean,
you know what I'm angry at everybody about? I just forgot her damn name.
Ice Spice.
No. The youngest one out now.
The youngest one out now. That would be the youngest one. Would be Ice Spice.
Sexy?
Who?
Is it Sexy Red or Gorilla?
No. I think she's talking about from New York.
They Georgia.
Amaretta.
Lotto.
Lotto.
I hate the fact that nobody embraced that little girl and grabbed her. Cause she could have been, she was it. And I'm not saying that she's not doing anything. Don't interpret, because people will switch your shit around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I hate the fact that she wasn't embraced.
And when you say embraced by
Beautiful.
who? By who? Embraced by
The older ones, the ones
Okay.
The
before.
industry. Yeah.
There are no leaders in this game. There's a lot of jealousy, but no leaders. Amaretta, they don't want to let Amaretta in because Amaretta's too real. Like, that's an ill little girl. And I hope she don't go right. I just hope she gets a team, but she just don't go right. And a lot of them don't have teams because they so scared of the artists, and it's just about the money. They're not getting into it for no other reason but the money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not being truthful and taking them to their next levels. You got to train them because they took artist development out. There's more to being an artist than getting on stage and rapping and doing shit like that. I just did my show, Deb's House,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the illest thing is that we called it a competition show, and that's what I called it at first, but nobody knew what I was really doing. I put them girls up against themselves. It had nothing to do with them competing against another girl. And they thought they knew so much about television because they watched all the shows that was on TV. So you couldn't tell them all the reality shows that they had. I didn't allow liquor on my set. Don't put no damn liquor on my set. I'm not doing that. You put your hands on somebody, your ass is up out of here. Period. I'm not playing them games. That's not something that's cool with me. Like, I don't like that. I don't care for that. And it's a shame because they don't have nothing. Some of them didn't have anything, and this is what they had to build from. So they took advantage, and they know that. But we allow those things to happen to us in our race. We
So what?
allow that. But they want to keep talking about about being black and all of this stuff. And it's disgusting what we do to each other. It's disgusting the things we say about each other. All of this stuff is so disgusting. And we don't look out for each other at all. Instead, I just want to hate against you. I've never seen so much hatred in my eyes. This is different. This
What
is
role,
scary.
Deb? What role do the labels play in all this? Because ultimately, they are the ones that are greenlighting projects. Like at some point, we have to hold the
I'm not
people.
going to blame nobody but you. It's the media. It's the
The me.
media. If the media, listen to me.
Whoa,
Here's
whoa,
where the
whoa,
disrespect.
whoa,
I didn't
whoa.
say you personally. If the shoe
Oh,
fit, wear it.
okay,
If it don't apply, let it fly. And
okay,
only hit dog collar.
okay.
And I'm keeping it 100 with you.
No, you say you.
Okay? I'm keeping it 100. All right? And it is what it is. But the media, because the media put this stuff up. Here's another thing that's messed up. They knocked the DJs out of everything. They took everything away from the DJs when the DJs are the real A&Rs. If a DJ don't play nothing, nobody will know nothing. That's how I came up. The DJs helped me. And every one of those artists. So the thing it is like, I'm not blaming them labels. Everybody always want to put blame. Always, always, always want to put blame. Why can't you be the blame? Not you personally, but why can't you be the blame? Why? Why can't we look at the man in the mirror? Like, for real, for real. Why do everything have to be somebody else? Everything is, people want to blame everybody for every damn thing else and not blame themselves. And this shit is follow the leader. Ain't nobody
Mhm.
got no damn minds of their own.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to follow somebody. Whatever they think is cool. Whatever girl's body is cool. Damn heifers is teaching their babies how to hump and twerk and all that shit. What happened? What even happened to mothers?
Mm.
What happened? No respect, no nothing. This shit is bigger than anything. And it's even more disrespectful to go to somebody's grave and touch it. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And why does everybody think that that's such news, that that's so cool to do stuff like that?
Mhm.
I always said that, you know, in basketball, like all these different things, if you do stuff, you fouled and you out of the game
Mhm.
and various things that come back on different people, right?
Mhm.
I always said that the music industry should be like that too. Okay? When you said blaming the industry, what I don't like is they play 5 people in here. You only get to see a certain amount of people. They pick who they think is good. And they don't want nobody else on. They do that. And the people allow it to happen. They allow this stuff to go on. They have
Deb,
to understand that the position that they hold, old Dennis, the people got to know their position. And if you keep letting this go on, then these things are going to keep going on. There's so much stuff out here that to me is so damn disgusting. So many things that people do is disgusting. There's so much stuff that go up that people are in so much agreement with and think that is cool or agree to stuff. Like a long time ago, every now and again, I still get a person come on there, oh, you Trump lover, oh, you this and that. Where's democracy at? And I never said I was in love with that man. I said, and that's what, see, you got selective hearing. People have selective hearing and they don't do right. I
Oh,
said,
the
if,
worst.
yeah, I said, if I had to vote, mind you, I didn't even vote, okay? I had the lesser of the evil. That's what I said. I'll be pro-Trump.
okay, okay.
You
So
feel what I'm saying? Because with him, I knew what I was getting. I knew who the hell he was, but I didn't know who this one was or what I was gonna go through. And God forgive me, even
Mhm.
her. You feel what I'm saying?
and
So instead of us going through all of this stuff, Dexter King just passed away. And we're not doing anything. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that.
right,
Even when I said that to people, they didn't even know who the hell he was.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
the youngest
But
of
you
the King
know,
family, right?
yeah, you know who these people are. We're losing some leaders. We're losing the people that we're losing, the things that's happening. Like y'all going through all this stuff, and y'all still is disrespectful when I listen to people and they make up still telling stories on Whitney and no respect, but yet and still they got Elvis Presley was a drug addict. I don't
Mhm.
hear them cracking on him.
And a
Mm.
And what's
predator.
the other lady name? I forgot her damn name. She was a whole hoe and prostitute, and people bigging her to hell up,
Uh,
making movies about her. She was everything,
Who's
and the
that?
Mr.
people love her.
President.
Who?
She sung to the president.
Yes,
Marilyn
Mr.
Monroe.
Yeah.
President. Not
Marilyn
just her,
Monroe.
not even just her, not even just her. Anna Nicole Smith.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What was she?
She was
Mm-hmm.
the reason Gold Digger was made.
But I'm not being disrespectful. Do you feel what I'm saying? And people big that up. What about us? What about the
Right,
people that we had that was there for us? What happened to them?
right.
Why did you not do that? Why did you not fight? Why do we not have a special day or stores built behind them or
Mhm.
did all of these things? Why? We don't stick with our own, but yet we always talk about the white man did this, the white man did that. I'm a whole woman and get no recognition, and I'll bust my ass for everything I did. Instead, I got rumors put on me. I was a thief. Okay? I wasn't a good person. They don't bring me up in nothing. Ain't no woman did what I did in history. And I'm saying that. By my goddamn self. I didn't have nobody with me. Nobody. I'm sorry, it's my son. I gotta say something. Woo, I'm on radio. What's up? Okay. Like, nobody. Nobody. I'm not acknowledged at all. I got men out here claiming my stuff that I did, that they say they did. But you ain't repeated it. I got people claiming to do the stuff here. Atlanta, we had some hella fine artists here, but the city got big with trap music. There's a lot of people, and you ain't trap. That's not trap music. Everything is for gazy. Everybody does their own thing. Whoever but they kissing or they think is so big, like that's where they're running to. They're running after that person. Nobody's holding their own.
So, Dad,
We're not holding it.
what do you see that is? You made a good point. What is the state of hip hop now? Like right now, is it even, like for example in Atlanta, we had some of the best artists come out of Atlanta. What is the state of music right now in hip hop?
Let me tell you, you can't go there because hip hop is different everywhere. Okay? That's the first thing. The next thing here in Atlanta, I said this to a lot of people, you would never go to their city and do what y'all allow people to come here and do. Okay? And what they did is they crippled us. They took our people out of here and took them to another state. And then people move up. Another thing is that you can't leave your city when you get hot.
Mm.
You can't do that. And everybody just let everything move here. They moved here for the wrong damn reasons. And then they get hot and they leave us. There need to be rules. We need to have rules. Like we need to go to the table on a lot of things and a lot of people. People need to be held accountable. Things need to be held accountable. And then the funny thing is when they don't need you no more, everybody want to throw you out. Like everybody's pumping up here now. First the women, which I'm pro-woman. Everybody know that and get mad at me. Y'all can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But y'all go to a man's hotel room 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and talk. What business y'all talking at that time? You know what goddamn business you talking. You know what time it is. Somebody tell you to come to that goddamn hotel room at that time. And I'm not saying that you have the right to do whatever it is you want to do because you don't
Right,
have the right to touch somebody.
right.
But now it's such a big thing because men, the men that's raping, and I'm not saying that that's good either. I'm not for that either. But y'all knew this shit was going on all the time. It's just that other people's putting fire up under it because it's time for you to go now. See, one thing people need to know is everybody has an expiration date. Nobody stays big forever. Unless you mind your goddamn business and you stay out of the ball. Mind your business. And you won't have to worry about that because you don't know what's going on. I don't know half of the stuff that be happening sometimes. I really don't. I really don't get into it. Because it ain't my business. I have too much other stuff that I have to deal with than to sit up here and worry about all of this stuff. I have my own issues. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm so far from being perfect, it's pathetic. I'm not perfect.
Delma, you have any questions for Ms. Deb?
I think one of my questions with you being in this industry and seeing, because I feel like the rise in female artists have been what's been dominating for the past year. So for me, I don't understand how the beef is preventing them from seeing the big picture. And I do think the media plays a role in it, but what other than conversations can be had for them to understand that they are better with numbers?
But they are getting numbers because that's what the people like for you to
Yeah,
be. They
that's
like
true.
the beefing, so the beefing is going to get them numbers. That will happen. Now it's who needs the numbers the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I'm not trying to be funny. I ain't trying to be funny.
Who
It
needs
is
to know
like,
the most?
yeah.
That is subjective. Who needs the numbers
And
the most?
I ain't trying to be funny or listen. Don't go through this if you don't really want to know about. Oh shit! If you don't really want to know, like this is it. This is what it is. It is what it is. And you have to just look at the pettiness and all of the stuff. But the labels ain't really trying to do no shit because they ain't making no money. These
Right.
bubblegum ass stuff, the internet, all the stuff that's going on right now,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't making no money. But the
Yeah.
artists still ain't really going nowhere either because guess why? You got TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
TikTok plays a snippet, so you got all these people that's on TikTok that think they artists now. But it's only a snippet because half the time when you hear your full record is garbage. It's just something slick you said in there that just attracted everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening. They gave them all these ways that I made the money, I did this, I did that. But how long are you staying because you have no guidance? It's not the game. It's not the game at all. So there are things that you still have to know. They
Mm-hmm.
messed this up. And then let's go with AI. Oh God. That's a whole nother thing right there. You can use people's voices, like all these things you could do. We in
They
trouble,
also
period, because guess why? Guess why we in trouble? Because in a minute, you ain't gonna need us.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna need us. They're gonna put robots in everything. They're gonna put robots. Like now you go in the store, you don't get a register. And
right.
here's the setup with that. They want your ass to go to that register and steal.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to go to that register and take something from that register. They want it.
That is
They
the
want you.
easiest. That is one of the most
Mm-hmm.
known offenses I see all over and over again. It's
Mm-hmm.
clear as day. Clear as day. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's better than
Man,
HD.
they count every piece of breadcrumb that you go through when you go there register. You ain't listen. Oh,
It is
no, no, no.
it's a monitor
It's
on
not that,
there.
but they got people up there in the camp. They got cameras all over the place, and they watching you like do some stuff. Let me tell you what happened to me today. So I go to Sam's Club. I helped this little old white man in one of the little wheelchairs, like the thingies,
Mm.
and he got me. He acted like he didn't have a card, so I used my Sam's Club card. And when he went to pay for his stuff, he used all the money that I was building up. And
He
then
did
when I
what?
thought he was then when I thought he was by himself, he came out the store with another guy that was on another register on the other side doing something. I said, "Oh shit, he got me."
Oh man.
So, and I know he wasn't no kid or nothing like that. That man was like, he was there. He was senior, super senior. Yeah,
Mm.
he was a super senior.
Dang.
And I said, "Ain't this some shit?" But it was funny to me because he got me.
So that's the new register scam.
Well, he
Hang
acted
out.
like he had no car. But I said, how the hell he get Sam's Club with no card?
You
Like,
need it. It's like Costco. You got to show your card at the door.
yeah, no, Costco's is like that. But Sam's people, they don't. Every now and again, you'll get one of them strict little ladies. Let me see it right now. You can't come in here unless I see it. Is it on your phone? Like something like that. But
They
other
be
than
on it.
that, hmm?
I said they be on it.
Yeah, they be on it.
Oh yeah, they the ID you now at Costco. Let me see.
Oh,
That's your card.
Costco, listen.
Let's see your picture.
Costco ain't gonna play the radio with you. And you're not getting no day pass. My girlfriend said to me today, I just asked him, could I get a day pass to come up in there? I said, hell no. You can't get no day pass. If that's the case, you could come there every single day asking for a day pass.
Right. They don't play
And they
that.
never got to buy the card. I had to pay for that card. You paid for that card.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can
So
get one person on
everybody
your
tries
car.
to get slick, huh?
You can get one person on that car. You get you plus one. You can add someone on there.
I know that.
There, I'm gonna have to
I
get
know.
you that. On my next membership renewal, I might have to come around and spin the block around your neighborhood.
I have a big card. Like I could do things. And it's like, it's not that. It's like, it's not the idea of that. It's the idea that the man told me he didn't have a car and I was trying to help him. And every time they say, Ms. W, you want to spend your money on a thing? I say, no, let it, 1-7. My bird calling me now. I said, let it pile up. I like when I go to the store, and let me just tell you, incidentally, there are rainy days. There's more rainy days than sunny days, and that's what people don't understand. They just think that
Mm-hmm.
everybody is just so rich. Again, that's why I'm not happy about what Taraji's going through, okay? But I think it's ill. And you know something else, Dennis, I want to talk about real fast, and I ain't going to talk about it no more. I was on my social media, and I looked, right? And my girl was on there, and I love her, and Steve Harvey. And she said that he didn't take her back when she went through all the stuff that she was going through, right?
Who's on Shirley?
Really?
No, who are you talking about?
No, Steve Harvey and damn, they just made me forget her damn name.
His
Monique.
wife? Oh, Monique.
Monique.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
Monique. I love
Okay.
her.
Dang.
Okay. And she said, you didn't even take my back. You didn't do anything. And his response was so ill. Like when I tell you that response was hellified,
What did he say?
he had to feed his family, honey.
Mm.
He had to make a decision. Do he get into that or do he feed his family? And he had to feed his family. And I even though I was like, at first, I was like, yeah, who helped her? Who helped her? Nobody spoke up for her. Nobody did anything for her. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to think about that. I really had to think about that, Dennis. He had to be. What would have happened if he would have went in there and got into all of that stuff? What would have happened to his family, which is real?
I mean, you talking about the whole issue with Monique not getting her I guess proper pay in the
Yeah, but I'm
industry.
talking about when she went through that period and nobody spoke up for her. And it was just on, I'm telling you what I just read on the thing, and it said even Steve Harvey or whatever. And then I seen an interview with her and Steve, but his answer was
Oh
hellified.
yeah, I seen it. I saw the interview. Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, that answer that he gave, I said, wow. And I remember this when I used to work for Fulton County and DFAX, and my supervisor was at my house that weekend. We played cards. They was drinking everything she said at my house that weekend. And I was so good to her because nobody really liked her and stuff. And I said, to her, because everybody could have lost their job, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And 1 second, baby. And everybody could. Oh my God, I look so pretty. What color we painting it? Um, you see a toilet seat right there? And right there, I just bought it from sales. It need to go in that blue room. I'm sorry, guys. That's so corny. I'm so disrespectful. But anyway, when that child was on there going through this with Oprah, and incidentally, Oprah needs to stick to talk shows and never touch another show again like that. That show was like not cool at all. The original Color Purple was the bomb. All right.
I didn't.
Incident,
I didn't see Color Purple, the remake.
you
I
didn't
didn't
miss
see it.
nothing. You didn't miss anything. And it's a damn musical. And it's not anything like, you know, I was happy to see Fantasia and, you know, like little stuff like that. But the thing, one that I'm great that came out of it is that Taraji got to talk about how you still suffer and you don't get anything. And that's
Mm-hmm.
because of our behaviors and how we act, and we flip on people, and this one's bigger than that one when they're really not. They're just doing something different from what you're doing. Like they're being more obedient, in other words. You know, Monique is just too outspoken, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't like that. That was the same thing with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you just can't do what you want to do to her without her saying something. And she's as real as it comes. Like I love Monique to death. Like I really do. And Steve Harvey makes me laugh.
So you have Thelma here. She's a rising star in entertainment, law and so forth.
Oh, you
You
an
you got
attorney?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of attorney are you?
So I'm a business and entertainment attorney and a part-time judge.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that'd be good to create a whole board for the industry. You should think about doing some stuff like that. When I used to let I love attorneys, incidentally.
we
Okay.
we get that we got something cooking right now. We're gonna talk to you offline about that. We got something
I think
cooking.
everybody can hear it. Everybody can hear it.
Yeah, we don't want
And
everybody to hear it. We're gonna talk to you offline. We don't want everybody
but
to hear that.
okay. All right. But okay. But oh yeah, I want to talk to you. Yeah, that's a definite. Because there's things that need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that's being done to us, and we enslaved our mental so damn much.
Yeah.
Our whole mental is enslaved. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you go back to all of these things and all of the stuff that you say, and they're so easy to be persuaded. People are so easy to be persuaded. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Even when you look at Dennis, this whole thing with Megan and Nicki, okay? It's like when you look at that, people could just be persuaded. And you got half the people loving Megan when all the people hated her at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remember times they didn't even like Nicki. And then now they
Mm-hmm.
be on Nicki's side. They don't know who goddamn side they want to be on.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're doing is creating whatever it needs to create and is bringing the numbers
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeding the
You understand
algorithm.
what I'm saying? There's the rob, and it's just doing numbers, and that's just it. But you don't know, and I'm gonna say this, and not because of Nicki, keeping it real. You don't know who did that.
Right.
Remember, there was lots of people that disliked Megan because of Tory Lanez.
Right. Right.
They
And
Yeah.
I just seen online with all the people she's allegedly supposed to have been sleeping with. That what goddamn business? What kind of news is that you want to report who somebody slept with? If I
Mm-hmm.
let tractor trailers run through me, it's mine. Why is that news to everybody? And then guess what? I bet you people that go out there and do this, they probably ain't got enough fingers or toes left over with the amount of people that they slept with, but yet you worrying about who that woman slept with.
mm-mm-mm.
Same thing as when Nikki's husband was a kid. Y'all want to talk about he's a rapist or your brother's a rapist. What that got to do with her?
Mm.
What that got to do with her? Why y'all throwing that up? Let's talk about some people in your family and what's going on with them that we might don't know because we don't know you.
True.
Do you
True.
understand what I'm saying? I think the majority of a lot of people got a goddamn rapist, pedophile, or something in their damn family.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, they just don't talk about it. You understand? What that got to do with anything? Like, that's what I can't understand. I don't understand people's logic of thinking at
Yeah.
times. Like, where do you get this from?
What I tell people all the time, like I had to have a conversation with a client because they don't necessarily understand the reality of a lot of things that they are walking into. Because right now we are in a culture of revealing a bunch of sexual assaults, some real, some not so much real. So,
but it's pain.
with
It's also showing you the amount of pain that we have out here now.
mm-hmm,
The
yeah,
one thing that, and I've always said this, because that's one thing that I learned being with Department of Family and Children Services. There are more males raped than women. Okay? It is easier for a woman to say this, but it's not easy for a male to say this because of all the things that
mm-hmm,
they put on top of them by saying that they were sexually abused by another man. So now all of a sudden they have to be that word.
mm-hmm,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's bad. It is bad, and they want to use that as an excuse of why people are the way that they are. And you can't respect people for who they are. All of this stuff is just disgusting. They
it
have
is.
no respect for people and what they do, what they choose in their life, and how they are. That's not your business. I looked online today, and a pastor got a woman pregnant, and she came in there to fight the first lady. They called the sheriffs to come
Oh,
in
I
there to get
saw
the
that.
man out the church. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Where did
Why
that
did y'all
happen at,
put that
Deb?
up? Huh?
Where did that happen? In Georgia?
I don't know
Was it
where
in
it
your? I
happened.
don't really know. But sheriffs was in there. So the
Yep.
sheriffs was in there, and all this stuff is happening. When did you start exposing? Look at the church. Everybody now, everything. Let me tell you, my son was leaving from my other son's house for dinner, right? And my sister, church lady, she asked them, did they see this thing with TD Jakes, right? And he was like, no, I ain't see that. What are you talking about? So they laugh at the part. It's not that he did this. Have you ever been swallowed? And they were saying that. So listen, they kept
No.
saying that. So my grandson hurried up and ran in the car. He said, come on, daddy, I don't want to be swallowed. But he he don't know what that
What?
is, but the problem is, he said that. The funny thing is,
I hate
just
the
saying,
internet for that.
huh?
It was more. It was more to what he said. I hate how they just clipped that.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. So listen to this, right? In my days, you would never make this fun of the Son of God. You understand, or the man of God. You would just never, ever do that. Oh
Oh no,
no.
it's all, no holds barred now. TD getting it,
T-
Creflo getting it. Every
I'm not trying to be funny, but what's TD doing that it allegedly at Puffy's parties anyway? I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be funny, but he ain't got to be being there anyway.
When nothing holy up in there.
No. So now everybody
And nobody
has
was trying
he
to
was
get
trying to
paid
save
up
the
in there.
people.
save who? It's
They didn't go there to get saved. They went there to get
yeah, they did so go to get
baptized in
saved. Yeah,
sin.
they did go to be saved, saved in love.
Yes.
So that's their way of it, if allegedly, if that's how it went down. But look at all the
Mm.
people now that everybody, damn near everybody that you glorify got issues. They got some darkness. All the people that's so wealthy and that uncut got so much because they helped them get so much. Then they want to blame
Mm.
everything on the Illuminati. Illuminati is the people that runs this world. The fifth, the richest families, they run the world. But if you buy into it, then that's just you. That's why they make Kanye like he's crazy.
Yep.
He ain't crazy. Kanye ain't crazy. But the
And that's
effed up part about
interest.
it, hmm?
I said interesting to talk about that because that's one of the topics that we want to get into. In the last couple of days, Kanye was obviously stopped outside of on Hollywood going to Charlie Wilson's inductee into getting his walk of his star on Hollywood in Hollywood, and he was approached by one of the TMZ reporters asking about his wife Bianca Censori. His reaction was classic. He snatched the phone from her and turned the interview around, made her the subject of the interview. And you know, while people say, well, he snatched the phone. Well, that wasn't the big, for me, that wasn't what was big about what he said. What he was saying was, how are you going to ask me about my wife, about me trying to dim her lights? Who are you? Who sent you?
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably the first time that I seen one of the TMZ reporters get put on camera like that. It almost happened to another guy. We ain't gonna mention his name because he knew how to maneuver a situation. But some people saying he was wrong for that. But
why was she wrong? Why wasn't she wrong for invading his privacy? Why is he such a bad guy and nothing the Kardashians do is bad? Nothing that I'm not, and I don't dislike them, and I'm not throwing shade. I'm not being funny. I'm just asking a question. Why is everybody going against Ye, but yet they're bad? They're so bad. And look at all the shit that they do. And now, you don't see them on where people are yelling about them being hoes and their mama pimping them and all that shit. You don't see all that. They stay, allegedly. They stay right there on their side. But every time one of ours do something, it's something big. And it's all of us that's on there.
Right. And we push it too. We push it.
Mm-hmm.
We push it hard. Something happened. Something happened to someone in our in our culture. We are not someone. We are not the people that say, "Hey, no, wait. Just waiting to see what happens." No, we're pushing it on. We drive.
Yeah.
We drive.
We so want to put people down so much that is pathetic. We want to beat you down for some reason. You're too pretty. You too light. You're too dark. You got too many surgeries. You making too much money. You're doing something that has something to do with jealousy and how wicked people are. They're just so wicked. It's like, I mean, they're really wicked at the things that they do. Tell me why. Why do people do some of the things that they do to people? Why? Why did you let all them damn people come into our country and you got all these homeless people out here? You got people that are here. You got veterans out there who's mentally not together and they're just out there and you did nothing to protect them. You didn't do anything for them.
Right.
You got people that are going through a lot of issues, period. Women, why you get into subsidized housing, personal housing, and you let men come in and sell drugs and shoot and go through all this stuff with your kids? Why? Why do you allow these things to happen? Why? There's so many things that I'd like to ask. There's so many questions that I'd like to go there on. Why? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, and I want to. I was going to bring this photo up.
Bring it.
I'm gonna bring it right now, but hold on.
You better use me while you can, honey. You better use me while you can, because you know I don't do this that often.
No.
But Dennis, I swear to God, you've always been the same person with me. You've never changed. You've never, ever changed. You've always been Dennis.
I want to share this with you. You know who said that?
You take it too long. You take it too long.
No. I had to pull it there. But you know who else said that? Your folks said that to me recently as well.
Oh.
Another female rapper. But
Oh. Cash. Oh, Cash.
Not Cash. That's a rapper.
Cash
No.
Oh, is a rapper?
Oh yeah.
Not
Cash.
a rapper.
Yeah, she's a rapper.
Cardi.
Barty Gang.
Huh?
I said Barty Gang, but I want to bring, and I don't
Bring
think a lot of
it
people,
out.
No, I'm pulling the file up, but I don't think a lot of us is talking about this. And this just happened. Um, I want to say in the last 3 days, but this is here we go. It's coming up right now.
Look, he got so much drama in there, he don't even know.
I know. I'm like, oh,
These are 3 soldiers that was killed in a drone strike in Jordan, and they're all from Georgia. I just want to, just recognize their service to the country. I have a daughter that's in the military, so when I saw this, it really broke my heart because you can see how young they are. And I saw a recent picture of not just their military photos, but they came in, and I would guess they came in looking for opportunity to do better for themselves and their family, and it's just heartbreaking when we send in uh, our troops in areas to fight a war that they know nothing of, and I don't think they even realized that that would have been their last day. That they would lose their life by signing up. So when my daughter was when she was in deployment, it was like, wow. I never knew where she was at. I just knew she was serving. But now she's just a reserve. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I just wanted to, just recognize them. They gave their life for the country. And there are a lot of military soldiers that'll come home and not get, they got to fight for just their benefits, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think that, I don't know. I just think that there's so much stuff that, like, from Instagram, like just Atlanta doing messages. You have unread messages from 4 people. Like, why is this like this? And if people could just help you answer and settle some of this stuff, it's like,
that was
I don't know.
unfortunate.
It's just, huh?
Their deaths were very unfortunate.
That's crazy for all of this to kind of be like this. And
Mm-hmm.
I like feel for the parents too, because, me losing 2 sons, I'm just now starting to deal with it. And it's like, I just came back from New York, and I didn't realize, like, this is just so real how depressed I was. I didn't realize it. That I had to go home and realize that I am somebody, and not saying that I'm not, and I'm not a bad person, and I'm not who people try to make me out to be. And I just lost it. And I've also realized that Georgia is so laid back. It's not that it's slow. It's just relaxing. I'm relaxed when I'm here. When I'm home,
Same here.
I'm ready to
Same.
go. That
Ready to go.
hustle, that
Ready.
hustle comes back up in me so hard. I'm ready. Game
The,
on.
the longest I spent in New York after I moved out was 2 weeks, and that's 2 weeks. In
I
20
was
years,
just up there because I just shot my reality show up there. And
mm,
I needed that life in me. I needed it. And that gave me a lot of life to be up there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I needed it. The people are different. Um, the only thing about here that's too much for me is too cliquish. It's too damn cliquish here.
Yeah.
It's like, it just clicks, and there's a lot of fugazi. Like,
and that's some people don't realize. Coming to Georgia, when you come to Georgia, if you're not clicked up, you're
you're
just
in
going to get
trouble.
lost. I learned this probably this
About what you got,
first year.
what you got, what you fronting with that you ain't really got. Um, Everybody want to be a part of something here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not all over the media, you see, I got too many old-fashioned ways with me. I don't want you seeing everything I do. I don't want you to, if you let them tell it, I ain't doing shit. I'm out of the music business. I'm still responsible for some people that are out today. They just don't know it. I've never taken pictures, a bunch of pictures with, you know what I'm saying? With artists, with any of that kind of stuff. You're not going to know my business. But you thinking it becomes shocking with anything else. But I was so happy when I went home and I felt that snow coming down on me. And I was like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, we
It's
remember the
something
days
that,
in New York with the snow.
um,
Like, it doesn't
I
snow
had
the way it
snow up to
used
my
to.
knees before.
It was that much snow in New York City?
I remember I
Ooh.
was going to school. My mama, we going to
Oh, you talking
school.
about back in the day? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Not this time. It wasn't no snow.
We had to
I mean,
go
but
to
there was a lot of snow, and I got the feeling I want to taste it.
the Scandinavian ski shop to get our clothes. That's how cold it was.
It
Literally
was
had to
so
wear
cold.
ski suits in New York. That's how cold it was.
No.
And another thing, I got to wear my coats. You can't do that here.
Can't do that here.
Although I heard that 1 week here, it was very, very cold.
It
I
was.
heard. I
I
was
brought
so
my little
mad.
dog out. I brought my little fur dog out.
I, I got so many coats, it's pathetic, but I could never wear them. I just, I have to tell people, don't nobody pull coats for me. I don't get coats pulled. Like, and I know that everybody's so used to that. Like,
Pulling
there's
coats,
a
right?
show.
For those who don't know, people rented
There's
coats.
there's a show now,
We
and I
don't
don't
rent
want to
coats.
call. I don't want to call people out on their shit though, because it's their business. But a store, they owe the store up here so much money that they was getting ready to go public, and the network paid for it.
In New York?
Here,
Oh, because I know the folks
the
up in New York who be
pocketbooks, the clothes. They be borrowing all kind of shit for this stuff. Pulling, it's my shit. And don't stop me in the street and tell me, oh, I seen that on your TV. Okay, you probably wore that shit about 100 goddamn times. It's like they feel that you're exempt from anything. But they
okay.
want to keep up and make you, the people, think that everything is so okay when you're a liar. Everything ain't always good. At least you could go collect unemployment. And that's what people don't understand. You're in a better position. You could
Right.
get unemployment. You got insurance. You got all kinds of stuff that we
Facts.
don't get.
That's right.
And then when you see the show, we done shot that show so long ago, that money been spent. And people just sit here and think you so rich. They just think you
This is
rich.
real. This is real. I mean, the new commodity is content, and this is what people haven't grasped. But the benefit, Deb, and this is the other side. You've enjoyed the fruits of your labor as an independent, so there's a definite upside to that. You've
Yeah,
enjoyed the
but it's also a gift and a curse, Dennis. The one thing that I always tell us, okay, and this is very, very important. We know how to get money. Hustle is a definite thing for us.
right.
We was born hustlers, but ain't nobody ever taught us how to keep it.
That part.
It ain't hard getting money. We can get money. We know the best ways to get money, sweetie, and they ain't all illegal. You understand what I'm saying? Just nobody taught us how to keep that damn money. That's it.
Crystal, our girl Crystal's shouting "Send Love." Crystal sending love, and Toria asks, "Where can they see your show at? When will it air?"
It's gonna be on All Black, and it comes up out in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this was something different. Like, even when I did my show, I didn't want it to be, it's a real reality show because I told it's nothing scripted. Film their asses. And I want people to see how this really is. What does it really take? I want you to see how people sabotage themselves. But you know what came out of this? They grew a sisterhood that was unreal. And I loved it. And
Do we have a trailer? Can you give an exclusive trailer for us?
Not yet. And you know
Okay.
what? I didn't stay in there deliberately. Let me tell you why I didn't stay in there. Because they was like, you fake. You're not even in the house. But I wasn't in the house for a reason. Because if I stayed in there, I'd have never seen you. But I seen you because there was cameras everywhere. You would never really be who you are. If I'm there, you're going to front. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Don't play with me.
You weren't in the secret room?
I was in a hotel.
Oh, you was watching from the hotel?
But I didn't watch all the time. But I watched when I had to, and see stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go back. But you have to understand, it's like, there was things I didn't allow. I just didn't allow it. Because what's happening is that I don't want ratings for that. I don't want to make money on somebody else's demands of pain. They're in pain. And I hate that everything is about a dollar and they don't really get into people. Like, I really respect the fact that you look up to me enough that you will place your life in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's honoring. Like, when I see people that want to take a picture, it's like you begging me. Don't beg me to take no goddamn picture with me. Who begging you to take a picture with you? I'm not walking with 15 security guards and all these people with me. That's how people recognize people and think they so big and go through all this. I'm not doing all that shit. I know that there's trifling ass people out there. But I could be trifling too. I love the hoods. You get everything in the hood. It's different. It scares me in the other plus stuff.
To your point, I used to, and I'm not going to say who it is, but it was one of the biggest producers that is out of Atlanta. I used to see him back in the day walk with security all the time. I'm like, why do you need security? This is your city. Like, you the mayor. Like, why are you walking with security? But then he stopped using security, and it was definitely better for him. I think he was much more approachable to people. People start loving him more. But I couldn't understand back in the day why he needed to have all that security around. I'm like, but is what is. I never walk with. Well, I won't say never. When I do red carpet premieres, I have security. But other than that, no.
If you wasn't on this internet talking about people, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Oh!
Well, let's shift real quick because I know one more time I want to talk about. So I've been covering the YSL trial involving Young Thug and all others, and I'm sure you had an opportunity to see some of the clips. What do you think about how this thing is being prosecuted and, in my opinion, being dragged through the court system? How he's being dragged?
Well, it's being dragged through now because now it's publicity.
Right.
So you know that we all live through these numbers. We all live through all of this other stuff now, Dennis. So what do you think? Like, tell me, what is it that you think that this is? I'm on the radio. But what do you think? I just told you, I said it earlier. They let the RICO law come back in.
Yeah.
Publicity is big because now people get big with publicity. Like now, you just become, if you on the internet, you just a celebrity, period. Anything you do on the damn internet, you're a damn celebrity. Okay? Period. So everybody wants to be on there. Everybody's a celebrity today. Ain't just actors, actresses,
Mm-hmm.
models, and
Everybody.
hoes. Listen, you're a celebrity to be a hoe. You're a celebrity to be a rapist, a pedophile. You're a celebrity. They're making money, offering you deals for movies, all
Mm-hmm.
kind of shit. You just became a celebrity.
You can get a deal. You can get a
You
deal.
can
You can
get
get a
there.
show.
Everybody can get it. You understand?
It was well, and that's a blessing and a curse as well.
I just said it.
Yeah, yeah.
I just said that. It's a blessing and a curse. You understand? So now everybody, they're playing this game so hard. Only the people could stop it. Only the people could stop it.
Don't you think it's room? It's enough room. It's enough money out here for everybody if they do it right.
Now, Dennis, you know I always say that. Don't
Right.
take my words out of my mouth because you know that's something I
I
always
know I
say.
heard it somewhere. I told you so often. I know I heard it somewhere.
Yeah, I always say that. I always say that. Well, could you give me a honey bun on the counter? Well, like, why you gotta hate on people? You know, here's the thing. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Facts.
Okay?
I
Because you
say that
can't
all the
grow.
time.
Okay? If you're the only one making money, what happens when something happens and you need other people? What happened?
Hmm.
Why could
They
you
can't
get
help you.
why? I think that that's some cocky shit with people. Thank you, man. Right? That's cocky. Why you gotta be the only person making money? The only one. That's selfish. It's a lot of things that you could sit there and say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not understanding why did they allow these people to come in this country when we're in trouble?
Mm,
You
mm,
know how it hurts me when I ride by. Well, could you warm this up a little? You know how much it hurts me when I ride by and I see homeless people that's out there and all the stuff that they be doing, that they going through. And you could do affordable housing everywhere and let them
hmm.
come in, opposed to giving people all this free stuff and letting
Right.
them have everything free. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
like, what about all these people out here? What about the illnesses and people can't afford medical insurance and they're sick and they need things done right here in this country that
Right.
you come to some and then they bring in crime with them.
Right.
That's the same thing with no disrespect when we opened up to Katrina. Georgia changed. It
And
changed.
and,
I'm not
and
from
I
here
had and
either.
I
I'm
had
from New York, but I am an apple peach. Half my life was there and half of it is here. You feel what I'm saying? But it's everything changed here.
well, and this is
We're not
this is
even the
what I
same, Dennis. If you look at it, we ain't the same here we used to be. It's not the same.
and this is what Deb. This is why I say that even though there is various court proceedings involving the former president, one thing
Whoa.
you can't
Mhm.
one thing you can't deny is that Trump wanted to make sure America was first versus having immigrants come in the country. And I don't see I don't see
But
the
yet they
point in
want to
allowing
put
that.
something different. They want to put something, he's so prejudiced, he's so this. Damn it, y'all prejudiced. You're prejudiced against your own damn people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, that you want to sit here and keep saying all these things. Well, I know for a fact that this is how he was. Well, God damn it, how was you? How was some of the people you've been around? Don't do over 10 minutes, like 5 seconds, I mean. How
10 minutes.
was that?
Hey, hold on, Deb. If you warm that honey bun for 10 minutes, there ain't gonna be a honey bun no more.
I didn't say 10 minutes. That's why I stopped there. I mean 5 seconds or whatever. I just want to get warm. It's not even a honey bun. It's just
that's gonna be a science project.
glaze. It's a
Hey,
glaze
Deb,
piece.
that's gonna be a science project.
I know, right? But they went against that man. What president put money in their pocket? Now let me tell you something else that was so deep, right? Barack Obama was a black man, and people went against that. You feel what I'm saying? They went against him. Now all of a sudden, he's a good person after they wanted to flip on Trump because they wasn't getting him more money. You understand what I'm saying? And they let Biden ass come up in there and let all that stuff happen. And now everybody had everything to say. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know which way they want to go.
Mm-mm.
But I always ask, what is democracy? We all can't want the same thing. I ain't mad at you because if you want to go with somebody else.
Right.
Like, even Kennedy's son is coming in. That I want to see what... They should let Kanye run.
Might as well. We got a better shot with him at this point.
Oh man.
Let him run. Let Ye run. Ye for president.
Yay.
They want to talk about that man so bad. Why y'all want to against that man? You know what's so effed up? That man mama died. These people they're hurting. There's so many people in pain, and they're not looking at that pain that people are going through.
Mm-hmm.
The internet loves nobody. Internet loves nobody.
Yes, it do. It loves all the ones that they can keep their attention off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they love. If they can keep that attention, they love it. And you feed into it, they love it. It's the Wild Wild West. It's the murder capital of the world. You know what? I was really like curious though. Like you didn't say nothing about Cat.
About who?
Cat Williams.
That's my baby. You know that.
Yeah.
You know I got all the
I
stuff.
already know. I think enough people talk about Cat. I'm gonna leave Cat alone. I don't want to catch no cat strays.
Why? Why? He ain't gonna do nothing. He's the sweetest person ever.
He is, but you know,
Cat set the year off right.
he came in
But
hot.
when you sit back and you allow people to do so much stuff to you,
Exactly.
there's a breaking point.
Right.
I just thank God I never get to that point because there's so much stuff that, you know, I know about people. But I just can't do shit like that. Because I swear.
Yeah, but sometimes people, you know, they have it built up, and you know, one day that's gotta, you know, like if I did a tell-all book, oh my God. I'll take it to my grave. I'll take it to my grave. You know, I'm old school. This stuff it goes to my grave.
That's me. That's why I can't do it.
Right.
Even when you say something about me, I can't even clap back at you.
Because you know,
can't do it.
I come from we don't it ain't much talking. it ain't much talking.
I just gotta let you go and this, I didn't even know you had a platform like this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it live?
It's live now. Everyone's watching. I got comments. Everyone's watching. Let me hit some of the comments now, Deb.
The live up here, is that the live or is that how many minutes we've been on?
I don't know what you see.
I watch these numbers jump.
Yeah, they go up and down, but you have we'll talk about that offline. Hold on. He was only the child. Anyone have any questions for Deb? Tori's been having a bunch of questions for you. They
Oh,
want you to come back on the show.
on what
They
show?
the one you're on right now. They want you to come back
Oh,
on to talk, have these conversations. Thelma, she'll be right back. Her internet. Let's see what questions that people have here. Let's see here, guys. You have an opportunity to ask
I
Deb
like that you
questions.
have a lawyer on here.
Oh yeah, there she go. There go Thelma. Thelma, don't
Yeah.
be doing no.
I
Thelma,
like that.
how you put Deb in the middle? You put Deb in the middle.
What? Is that a problem?
No,
How did
you're in the
that
middle.
happen?
Listen. I'm gonna put you to the listen. Deb, I'm gonna put you to the left of me. Now, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
I couldn't hear nothing.
I said, Deb, you put Deb in the middle. You left and put Deb in the middle. That's good. She's supposed to be in the middle in the first place. How'd you? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can arrange these photos. Hold
No.
That's you doing that.
on. Deb, I got you.
I don't care
Man.
where I'm at. I'm always in my own position.
No, you good. Hold on a second here. Hold on
Man.
a second. Let's see here. Ms. Deb, put it in a movie under another name. Someone said
What?
put in Vanderveer. What are you talking about? Put it in a movie under another name. What's he talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what he's talking. That's what I'm asking Vanderveer. What are you talking about? Give me complete sentences, Vanderveer. Okay, hold on. You were saying that you love the fact that I have an attorney on?
Yeah.
Just like any young attorney, she's always on the phone.
Listen, business don't stop.
Okay.
Money is to be made.
This is so deep. This is deep. There's so much gossip. Why people gossip so damn much?
Gossip and think they know everything.
That's men too. You know that, right?
Like Joe
Do
Budden.
you know that they got bad? Men got bad. Then stop flipping yourself around for you.
Please.
Well, I don't.
Like,
Stop, put it down. Don't move another
I'm sorry. I just
square.
learned a new technique here. I didn't know this.
Making us
But-
busy.
Dennis,
Yes.
you couldn't answer the question of why is it okay for older men to be with younger girls. Don't think I forgot. But I also want to ask you the question, why is there so many men gossiping now?
Thank
Why
you.
do so many men talk so much now?
Just so sassy.
Okay. Well, you know something. You got rappers that want to get the mic and be journalists or commentators. Not journalists, but
No,
commentators.
they gossiping. There's a difference when you're telling a story
Right. That's true.
than
That's
when you're
true.
gossiping. Don't
That
clean
is
it up
true.
for them, Dennis.
I
It's
am
much
cleaning.
different.
I am trying. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I can do crazy numbers if I felt in that realm of gossiping, but I fight against that. I had to bring in the
Yeah, I
intelligent
can't
people.
do that. I can't do that. People say, "Oh, you cannot do that on your radio station." Like you gotta tell. You're not making me sit here and go through some of that stuff. No. That's some bull that you can't get nobody listen to your stuff unless you gossiping.
Yeah, no. We don't have that problem.
They so sassy. I
D-
cannot.
Thelma and I don't have that problem.
What?
See, my theory is to bring in intelligent people that can talk about subjects that people can learn from, and then if you decide to use it, just give us credit for it. That's all.
No.
If but credit, even giving credit, it's not even a thing. People are watching stuff and they'll come back and try to recreate it and they'll say, "Come on, listen." I just said that, and sometimes I plant little traps, booby traps. I set booby traps for people.
But that's good that they're repeating it because that's what you want the word to get out there.
Absolutely.
Whether you validate it or not, it don't matter. But the whole thing is for it to get out there. Like for me, I've never needed validation from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care
Right.
about that. You understand? It's just that whatever I was doing, I got off on that, being able to beat something out and being able to do something made me feel good within itself. So it was never me doing something worrying about what the next man did, because if that's the case, I'll be bugged out, period. Because I'm always up to something and I'm always recreating, and I never feel that I have to be down with everybody else. I
Right.
don't feel incomplete because I'll be too busy creating.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time for all the rest of that shit. I gotta create. I gotta make something happen. I don't want to do the same thing that 1,500 people doing. That don't move me, but it turns me on when I watch a whole bunch of people do shit that I've done. I like that.
But you did
That makes
listen.
me feel good.
Listen, you spoke about that few early on. You talked about the same thing I said. You know, the people are, I would say, regurgitating or copying things, but don't give you credit for it.
So what? If they don't,
Okay.
I give me credit. The one thing that I don't like is when you take my credit. Okay? When a person takes my credit, that's what pisses me off. When you say you did something that you didn't do, that's a damn lie. But I can't say nothing, and let me tell you something. There's so much shit I would love to say right now, but I just sit back and let people enjoy themselves and say all this bullshit. And you just claim me. And you yourself made me feel good because you just claim me. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Absolutely.
It is what it is, Dennis. You can't change this stuff. People are exactly who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that you can do about it. And if
Absolutely.
you sit here and try, then there's a problem. But I'm not going to go through that.
Right.
It makes me feel good and it puts a smile on my face. Because you know what? You don't never know when I'm going to walk up behind you.
Mm.
You know, sometimes my elevators don't go to the top. So you
Oh
could catch
man.
me on that one day. Like I
Ah!
said,
Ah! They don't want to catch you on that one day.
that one day. I listen to this stuff all the time.
You may
I
have
listen
moved
to
out of New
people.
York, but the New York ain't move out of you.
I asked God to remove a lot of things away from me. But I always said, please don't remove my fight. And I'm grateful that he allowed me to keep that. He allowed me to keep that. And that's good. I got to keep my fight. Because there's a lot that's, it's a lot. Let this stuff get to you, you'll just be in damn trouble. You'll be in trouble. You better use me now. You got any more stuff you want to ask me? Because
No,
I'm
I
getting
think
kind of.
quite honestly, you've provided so much, so many jewels
I know
tonight. And I
sometimes I
think
need to know how to shut my damn mouth. I just be getting into stuff.
no,
Sometimes I
and
just be
I'm
wanting to
very
release things
listen, Dev.
and
I'm very careful. I don't ask you questions that I don't.
oh,
You're
you
my
can. I'm
friend.
good. You can
I'm
ask me
not
a
asking.
question. You can
No, I
ask
don't
me
want. Listen,
questions.
the
You can
see.
ask me what you want to ask me right now because you had a question you wanted to ask me. So go ahead and ask me. I'm good with
Mm-hmm.
it.
I'm
Ask.
gonna let Thelma. I want you to ask the question, Thelma. I need your attention here,
Ask
Thelma.
the question,
Thelma.
Dennis. It
Okay,
is
I'm gonna let
okay.
Thelma.
Because
Listen,
you might
you
be
know.
asking a question that people want answered.
Okay. Uh, let's see here.
Is it about Nicki? Your
Let me ask you
question?
a question. Dev, here's the question. Do you know if Nicki has always written her own music? See,
So
I asked the question.
I know if she did or if she didn't always do her own stuff. Now, saying it is what it is. Whether it's yes or no, I wouldn't answer it. Because whatever I did with her during my time, that was between us. That's the one thing that I'm
That's
not going to
why.
sit up here.
That's how I expect you to answer that question.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I'm not going to do. And you know what's funny about every artist, and this is just keeping it real? I could be wrong, but I don't know any artist that wrote everything on their own.
Okay.
I don't know any.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exclusive.
Okay? There's no way that you could be that smart that you could create that many records and not have, even if it's one sentence. You
That
feel what
makes
I'm
sense.
saying? To the biggest, to the smallest.
That makes
Okay?
sense.
So the bullshit that everybody's out here with, they ain't never, or this person ain't never done anything, even if it was just a suggestion and you still did your stuff. Everybody needs help, sweetie.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Are you saying everyone has a ghostwriter?
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say. And that's not a ghost because it's a real person that's doing it, whether you want to get him credit or not. Okay?
Whether you
Whoever
want to
that
give
is.
credit or not.
Right.
And so
That's according to the person if they want to give them credit or not. I know tons and tons of people that go from the top of their head to if somebody hear one word in there and say, change it to the. That's help. Even if it's one word. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask you another question. In what instances would the person who helped the artist write the song not get the credit, and how does that actually happen? Is there some, and this is a business question, is there something that is contractually done with the writer that he or she not get the credit? Is there
Yeah, they sell their shit off.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there that sell their damn music off. They need the money. And people be knowing that. And it's not your song no more. Once you sign it over, it's not yours. It's mine. And there's a lot of huge artists that do that to people that's out there. They take it.
And they can never talk about it.
Even if you talk about it, what difference does it make? You can't prove it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember a time Curry Hilson mentioned she wrote on, I want to say it was Beyonce's one of her songs, and she received backlash behind that.
She's a big enough artist. And people want to do it. And they get the money. Don't agree. Don't come back and talk about shit you got paid for. That's the dumb shit. What are you getting at? Tell the truth that you need the money and you got the money for it and you shut up. Don't come back and talk about it. It ain't yours. I paid for it, it's mine. Like I paid for this hair on my head. It's mine. I paid for these clothes on me. It's mine.
Right.
No matter who made this shit, it's mine now. I paid for it. Moving on. Don't try to trick me either, because, you know, I put G in game and ended that bitch with an E. But go ahead, Dennis. You can move on.
Just some ask questions. I'm just.
Okay, but just go ahead.
I'm not. Listen, I would never.
I don't care what you ask. I don't care. Listen.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Right.
Okay, so we talked about how different men are being exposed in this business. How did you feel when you heard what went down with Puff Daddy, Diddy, the Dipster, Sean? You know,
Dennis, it wasn't surprising to me. It's
Huh?
not surprising. It wasn't surprising to me. It's not like it's not something that I've known. I remember him very well. He just doesn't remember me. And I was a smaller person. I've been around for a very long time. And he's been around family of mine. It's like he just don't even know it. I know a lot about him. But that ain't my business. So it's not shocking to me. Nothing's
So,
shocking to me today.
and my follow-up question is:
Where the money?
is there a chance for him to be able to rebuild his image, and will he?
How? You are who you are. His image came out already. You are who you are. Embrace it. That's
Oh,
who you are.
Yeah. Now
It's
you
just as
get to
simple
be
as
it
that.
freely.
Now it's no secret no more. It's not a secret. Be that person. I'm not going to be a hater like how he was with me. I'm not going to do that shit. So it is what it is. Now, the funny thing is that how does it feel now when you was canceling and you've been canceled?
mm, mm,
It
How
don't
does
feel.
that feel? Don't feel good.
mm.
If things come around, you have to be careful what you do. See, a lot of people think that they're so big that they're unstoppable and untouchable and that they can never come down. The one thing that people need to know is that everybody has an expiration date, period. No matter who you are. I never take any of this stuff for granted. I respect every person that come up to me. I speak to them. I do all that because they make me who I am. I didn't forget that. Without them, I wouldn't be. I mean, I'm who I am, but I wouldn't be household names or stuff like that. That wouldn't be going on with me. I don't take this stuff for granted because I know tomorrow it could be gone. I went through that. I was a multi-millionaire one day. I woke up the next day and have a penny. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
I know how to live all sides. And I'm very honest about stuff. I don't be fronting with shit. I don't front. I've been in the same house that they said that I live with Gucci.
I remember
I'm,
that.
I'm,
That
I'm,
was.
I'm, in, my,
I remember,
that I'm in my same goddamn house. Okay? Like all the stuff that I'm doing
it's
the
a very big
same.
one, by the way.
I've been like everybody. Somebody came to see me out there and said, "Oh, you still living here?"
Where
What?
Gucci at?
There's people that come by thinking that this is his house. Like, or he lived here, or he let me live here. But I don't get up there and say nothing.
Right.
It don't matter to me. I don't care what people have to say. I can't go by that. People create their own narratives.
Mm-hmm.
They create their narratives. It doesn't matter who write their songs and who don't write their songs, as long as they bring you songs, they bring you good
Exactly.
music. That's all that should matter. That's it. People worry about the wrong things. Just bring good music in. That's it.
Thelma,
But
can you
no
read that
matter
question?
how people say stuff, they're never going to get me to go against Nicki. That's never going to happen.
The
I am her
this
industry mother.
question from Spitting Fire.
Yeah.
Deb, what do you think about people coming for Nicki's husband?
I think it's disgusting. I really think that that's disgusting because, he was young. It was his time. I know of people that got in trouble for that if you're older than a girl. At one time, you couldn't be but a certain age over a girl if you did something with her. Parents could lock you up.
Mm-hmm.
All
Heck
these
yeah.
things could happen. But today it's called rape, then it's called all these other things. Okay? I think that is unfair. I think there's a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred there. It's just other people's things. Whoever she decides, there ain't very many people that can stand up. When you got like an alpha female or something, you need an alpha man.
Absolutely.
Okay? You can't have no soft ass man or just because he's in the industry or any of this. If I like somebody that was working in goddamn Burger King and that's who I want to talk to, who the hell are you to tell me I can't talk to him? Period. That's not your business. You don't have the right to go into all of that. She's already doing music. Focus on the records, but her personal life is her personal life. It has nothing to do with anybody. Why are you coming after that man? Y'all don't even know him. Y'all know how many people out there is effed up and everybody go with it and think they the bomb?
Right. Okay, Deb, I don't know about this mac and cheese. So you've been cooking mac and cheese. That mac and cheese look good. Are you going to make a cookbook?
I don't know how to do measurements. That's why everybody asks me to do a cookbook, right? But I don't know how to do no damn measurements. I do eye measurement.
Just put the ingredients and say, have your way.
And I don't really be doing nothing so exotic or whatever. I be eating some of every damn thing. I be creating. My kids say that I never make the same meal twice.
I tell people they don't understand how I'm able to cook without using recipe. Like,
okay, Dennis
what,
has tried to come up against me.
don't do it.
Send me
Deb, don't do it.
fake
Deb,
ass
don't
pictures
do
of
it, Deb.
food that he
Deb,
cooked.
Deb,
That
don't
he
do it.
really did not cook that food.
Deb,
He
don't do it.
didn't cook it.
Deb, don't do it, Deb. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dennis,
Deb.
tell the truth.
Deb, don't do it. Don't do it, Deb. Deb, Deb, don't do it.
My
Deb.
mac and cheese, I'll constipate.
Oh no, it's good. No, your cooking is great.
Yeah, but I'll constipate people with my macaroni and cheese.
Listen,
Like sometimes I do that macaroni and cheese like incredible. It's like I have to have so many cheeses inside of there.
One time, Thelma, I sent her a picture of breakfast. There was some pancakes I told her I made the breakfast. She found the picture on the internet.
Oh my God, Dennis.
No. She was talking a heck of smack. I said, wait a minute, let me come up with a nice picture.
What was I cooking that day? What was I cooking? What I was doing breakfast? And he gonna try to front on me like he really was doing something or whatever. And
listen, it was a perfect
those pictures. Huh?
I said that was a I got busted down right there. Wait a minute, this picture on the internet.
I knew he was lying. Okay, come on with your questions. Come on.
No. Listen, we're gonna save it for another show. This is good, but I don't give everybody too much tonight. No, we don't do that. We're not gonna do that.
Dennis, first off, I didn't tell you I was coming back on your show again anyway.
Hold on. Oh, listen. Well, the people want you back. They want you back there.
The people want.
They want you back.
Y'all don't know Dennis. I just love him today because I haven't talked to him in a minute. That's my buddy. You know, Dennis was one of the people when I was going through everything I was going through that never flipped on me. Even when people tried to get him to flip, he never flipped on me. Even my own sister. Real shit. He could have believed it and went with her. You understand? He's never flipped on me. And it's like, he's always been the same person with me. And I respect that so much. Because I was hot as a firecracker then. So anybody would have loved to have taken me down. And, to have stuff on me to do what I was doing. And I was a woman doing stuff, whatever. I've never had an investor. I never had a male to back me. Don't nobody back me. I've done tons of stuff for people in this industry, but I'm not going to tell you that they did that for me. Like, people laughed thinking that I was going to come down. You got me all the way effed up.
But, one thing people don't realize, if you're my friend, you're my friend for life. And if you cross me, then it's like I never knew you. And me and Deb, our relationship has been solid from day one.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Dennis. I really do. All bullshit aside, but it's not a lot of people in this industry that's like that. Like, I've had more pain in here than anything else. And I love hard. Like, when I love people, I love them hard. It is not a make pretend. It's not about the money. Even to the artist, I wouldn't care if I didn't work with you. Just don't take you away from me. I've never did anything to hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I could tell you a lot that was done to me to be hurt.
Mhm.
Okay? But that's not who I am. And the problem with me is that I don't know how to not be a mother.
That's right.
I don't know how to not be one. I love that. That's something that I
Mm-hmm.
love more than anything. I love being a parent. I love my children. I have so many other kids. You know what I'm saying? That's not biologically mine, but I love them to death.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't treat someone else's child bad because that will come back to mine.
Someone just
You
asked
know,
who is your favorite artist?
my favorite. My favorite artist?
Who is your favorite artist
What you mean? Like now?
now?
Phyllis
Because
Hyman. Like Phyllis Hyman. You know, I honestly R&B was my music. I only got into hip hop because of Gucci. And then the street side of me had to come out. But I really like R&B music.
Mm-hmm.
I love Phyllis. I love Whitney. I love Stephanie Mills. Like Stephanie Mills, I remember one time I was locked up and an officer was playing the radio and Stephanie Mills had Home on there. And when I listen to that to this day, I cry because I don't think people really realize how far I came and all the stuff that was going on with me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I always listen to Home. I always. Like, there's a lot of memories. And Phyllis, like, even when Phyllis did records, there's records that I can listen to that I can hear her talking.
Mhm.
You know, I knew her. And I knew about depression. I knew the man she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? In the records, there's like a lot that I knew. And
She was one of my favorite artists as well.
she
I,
was the
I remember
boss.
the day, the day that happened.
She was. She was. I want to say something so bad right now, but I can't. And Phyllis, I can see her right now. I'm visualizing us right now, which is really crazy. And I have a lot of artists that I love. I love Elton John. I love the Bee Gees. You understand what I'm saying? There's a
Mhm.
lot of music that I love. Um, I miss DMX. I'm still asking God why did he connect us like that and then for me
Mm-hmm.
to lose him. You know what I'm saying? And I was with him a week before this happened, and we was going to do a cook-off together because he swear he could cook and all he knows how to make is spaghetti. And I think about Whitney, the conversations that we've had. So it's like there's a lot of artists that I know, and I love them. I love Angie Stone. You understand what I'm saying? I love Fantasia. I love Tiny. If you want to come into the newer of stuff. It's like there are tons of people that I love.
Who has
It's a lot of
influ-
them.
who has influenced your life in the industry as you were coming up? Who was one of your biggest influences?
Nobody. And that's just real. No one. You got to understand that the industry wasn't something I was really in. I was in the streets. I did things that put me in the industry. So that wasn't really my life like that. I didn't really give a damn. If you ask me 1,000 questions, some of them I can't answer, but I know a lot of people.
Mhm.
I know tons of people in this industry. But I couldn't do no debate hip hop shit with people. Like, I ain't never fronted with that shit. I can't. I just know what I know. There's a lot of people I know that, I'm not going to talk about. A lot of
Right.
shit happens.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But to say it influenced, no one.
And to your point, there are more people now that are revealing some of the things that we never would talk about.
Oh my God.
And I see a lot of it. They go into these platforms like Vlad TV, and they just, and you just you alluded to it earlier. I don't understand.
Vlad is full of shit.
Well, we
Because
know that.
and I'll say it to him. Because they omit shit out of things and they create things the narrative of stuff the way they want to create it. And they're two-faced. And I don't like shit like that. Anything to get publicity and to have our people fighting against each other and they police to me.
Mhm.
But the police from our days, not these days, because nobody give a damn today about none of that stuff. And it's like, I know Vlad. And it's like, he's hurt me, like twisting up words, omitting out stuff that I've said. And he says it straight the way he want to say it. So
Why do you
that's
think
why
so
I don't
many,
really do interviews. That's why I don't do interviews, really.
why do you
Because people
think
don't understand, huh?
why do you think so many of us are eager to get on his platform, and
Because
sometimes
he
it's
has
to their
numbers.
detriment?
He has numbers. He has numbers.
And that's all it
Why
takes.
do you think that, and this is no shade, why TMZ came over to us reporting our news? Our news was never reported by them.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Facts.
So Vlad is a place that could do black on black crimes and it's cool.
Mm-mm-mm.
I should have shut my mouth. I should have said that.
Mm.
But I said it. Fuck it.
Right. So no, this is a true statement, and you can deny as you if you want, but this is a true statement, which I could never understand. Um, and again, it's to their detriment. You know, a lot of these artists go there, and next thing you know, they're fighting gun cases and they're fighting stories, and they are trial for killing certain rappers, and it's just it sounds like you literally watching the interrogation when these guys go on the platform. And I get it, the numbers.
It's numbers.
But
It's a numbers game. Everything now is a numbers game.
there's some people that won't never go on that platform. Jay-Z being one of them, would never do
Mhm.
his platform. And the other people that just will never do his platform.
I just seen on a thing the other day. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying this on air. This is not cool. But I seen two kids that's a spitting image of him. Yo, this last one, it looks like he just regurgitated him. Like, holy shit. And I think that is bad that publicly people get to put this stuff out in the air. You're not thinking about these
Mhm.
kids. And that boy looks like he's special needs, really. And I think that that's disgusting.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't think that that's cool.
Mhm.
Well, uh, Thelma, I had to be in court in the morning. I'm covering the trial, and I want to thank you both for obviously Thelma for being a great co-host, and Deb. I'm going to figure a way to get you back on here. I don't know if
Oh,
I have to.
don't get happy. Don't get. I just want to tell you, Thelma. I would like for us to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Like, I really would. I don't want Dennis involved. But I didn't say that. Oh, Dennis, you still there?
Oh,
Oh,
hold,
Dennis. I
oh,
want to talk
hold,
about you. It was another Dennis. She know what
oh,
Dennis
hold,
I'm
hold,
talking
hold,
about.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Right here.
Ah,
I'll be right in the middle of this.
You are
Uh,
so, oh my God.
he's so petty.
He's so eager. My God.
Get out the way. Thank you.
I'll be right in the middle of this.
I have fun. I have fun.
I
Yeah,
definitely have.
we gonna talk. We gonna
Yeah,
talk.
I have fun. I really have fun with this.
No,
Thank you
this
for
is great.
inviting me, Dennis.
Thank you for being there for me always. I
Yeah,
appreciate you. I
thank
really
you.
do.
Yo, this is how I was with Daniels, Ray Daniels. And
Right.
first time I was ever like, I'm gonna just tell a story real fast. This is the first time I was on an internet show. So I said, "Who's all them people that is on here?" He said, "There's real people." I said, "How the hell do they know me?" This is the first time before I ever built B100. Okay, and I was so fascinated. So we was in the middle of some deep conversations. This is my first time ever getting on anything, doing anything. And the sheriffs walked in the door.
What are they walking the door for? Hold on, hold on. Should we
And the
leave it there? Should we leave it in the cliffhanger? Should we leave it there?
I just said it. I just said it. I just said it. I said, "Well, where you gonna go?" And he's like, "I don't know." I said, "I got a room for you." But I'm not gonna tell the rest of the story. But anyway,
Hold that thought. We don't.
yeah, I said, "I got a room for you." And I'm not gonna tell it all. But and that's it is. And that's how B100 was developed.
Wow.
That's how my
Wow.
radio station was developed. I'll never forget this. It's like 11 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was so deep. And it was my first time ever doing an internet thing and seeing people like was texting and hitting. And I said, damn, look at all of those people. Like, I've been on here, I think I've been on here for 2 hours and 27 minutes.
Well, you didn't get the whole. You got the 2 hours. The 20. We started at 27 minutes. You got 2 hours.
Oh, so I've been on here for 2 hours. That's what that is. I didn't know what it
Mhm.
was. I didn't know
Yes.
what these numbers, because I kept seeing the numbers going out. I said, what the hell is it? Is this people or is it us?
Oh, we got the
And
people too now. Hold on a second. Yeah, we got the people.
how
But
many people? You got the people?
I'll tell you the numbers afterwards because we're still live. I'm going to end this live.
Okay.
Uh, I want to thank everyone for showing up. This has been a great live, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. But Dama, Deb, we're out.
Wow.